Okay, hey guys, I'm back, and today we're doing a review of the Walthers Mainline SD70ACe in the SP Heritage Scheme. MSRP on this is $199.99 for DCC and sound, or $129.99 for just regular DC, which is what I have. I have the regular DC version. So we're going to take a look at this and all the features of it starting right now, and then later I will be installing a Digitrax DH126 because I was reading the manual. Yes, this is not the first time this has been out of the box. As you can see, I already took the soft plastic off. I took off the things holding the handrails up, and I already put the couplers on because the front one is tricky to get in. So, and I'm going to be installing a decoder in it because I was reading the manual and I didn't really understand what they were doing with the decoder thing and the DCC installation. So I thought I would show you how to install your own decoder. So with that said, we'll take a look at what you get in the Walthers Mainline SD70ACe starting right now. Okay, so out of the box for the Walthers SD70ACe, you get this instruction manual, which is like you just purchased one of like the finest running engines, and well, that's what it says here. Right there. If you want to pause and read that, you can. But yeah, it has basically like cleaning, conversion DCC, exploded parts diagram with a parts list of everything in the engine. It shows you how to unpack it and how to break it in. And so, yeah. Now here is the actual locomotive, the actual SD70ACe. Take it out of the box here. This box out of the way, and there is the locomotive. So, as you can see, I've already installed the couplers here, but there's some little dimples to where you can drill holes to put your own grab irons in. Nicely made ditch lights. They feel very sturdy. So do the handrails. The handrails also feel very sturdy. These just popped out of their holes. Put those back in later. Very nice truck detail, even though there's like no sand mines or air hoses. Very nice anyway. The paint is very nice, very crisp and evenly applied. The white on the handrails seem to not be flaking. They feel very durable. Moving to the back, again, no pilot detail on the front or back. That's to be installed by the modeler, and I will be doing that. Moving on to the other side, very nice air tank details here on the engine. Very nice Southern Pacific on the side here. Nice UP slogan here. Nice lettering. They've got the little SD70ACe here. Yeah. So let's take a look at the roof detail. One thing to know about the roof is this horn is very delicate. As you can see, three of the chimes have already broken off from taking it out of the box. But that doesn't matter because I will be replacing that with a brass horn. You got nice roof detail, nice rivet detail. The fans are not see-through, and this one is not see-through, which is prototypical. These vents down here are not see-through, and neither are these or these. And these all here are not see-through, but the exhaust stack on the top is. So, with that said, let's put it on loud and look at operation. I'm running the model in DC. Very nice movement. Headlight's very bright. Very nice, looks like an LED headlight maybe. Okay, now I'm going to hold the model so we can take a look at the lights. It looks like it has a cab light too. Not too sure about that, but the ditch lights are very dim. And the headlight is obviously brighter than them, so those are going to have to be replaced too. Okay, I told you guys I was going to do a DCC installation of the Digitrax DH126, and I'm going to do that. So I'm going to get my foam cradle up here, put the locomotive in the cradle. Actually, I'm going to take the sunshades off so that we can set the whole thing in the cradle without damaging the sunshades. And now I'm going to take the screws out of the body. There are some screws. Of course, you got to take out the coupler screws. There's a screw here, right there. There's another one here, and then you got to take out this coupler too, and then there's two more right back here that you got to take out to get the body off. So in total, you got to take out 6 screws to get the shell off. So I will take the shell off, and then I will be back off. We can install the Digitrax DH126, just basically like every other 9-pin decoder or all the Athearn ones. You just take this off, but you want to keep this because this is your key for DC if you ever want to run on a DC layout again like mine. And then you just take your Digitrax decoder and you simply plug it in the correct way. Like that. And then it recommends putting some electrical tape down to prevent shorts, but I just put down some Scotch tape anyway. So yeah. Now we'll put the shell back on the locomotive and wrap this review up with final. Okay, so there you have it. The Walthers Mainline SD70ACe. It's a very nice locomotive, if I should say so myself. Ugh, can't talk. It moves very well. It's very smooth in operation. One thing to note, though, if you're like me, okay, and I'm not just saying this just because, you know, but if you're like me, then having these little dimples here for to install your own grab irons is actually a very nice thing. These engines nowadays, they come with grab irons that are either, for example, Kato, or however you want to say it. They come with grab irons that are either too bulky or the holes aren't big enough for them to actually fit, and they're just not good altogether. So I install my own grab irons, which is actually fine. But there's no holes on the pilots to drill for MU cables, couple of cut levers, air hoses, stuff like that. And that to me is a problem because I need a guide, because with the engines like this, I don't know exactly where the placement is, where you're supposed to drill the holes. So if Walthers would include holes for this, or little dimples like on the hood for the grab irons, or on the nose and the long hood for the grab irons for the sill to drill, that would be great. I wouldn't have a problem with that. But since there are no holes, I do have a problem with trying to figure out the placement where they go. For example, the old Athearn Blue Box engines. This is an AC4400CW. They have holes to where you can drill for not only grab irons, but for a couple of cut levers, train line air hoses, multiple unit cables, stuff like that, on both ends of the sill. And they also have the thing for the little wire that dangles down too. They do have a little thing for the wire that dangles down on this, but it's hard to see because it's with the sill and it's molded on, so it's black. And yeah, overall though, very nice locomotive. I do like it. Yeah, just great locomotive. So good job, Walthers. I will definitely be getting more in the future, probably for my Southern Pacific, like actual Southern Pacific SD70ACe's, as this is in fact the modern Southern Pacific. And so yeah, I do think I will choose the Walthers SD70ACe for my personal SP SD70ACe's. But so yeah, with that, let's close up this review with a photography segment. And thank you guys for watching.